Hello guys, it's Debbie. It's time. I've got a brand new location. 10510 Airline Highway, Baton Rouge, next to After 5 Tuxedos. We have the perfect spot to get all your wedding and formal wear needs. Come see our one-of-a-kind name brand and get great prices. With 30 years experience, the best customer service anywhere. It's Debbie's Bridal, Airline Highway, Baton Rouge. See you soon.
You could be driving.
Honda has won more U.S. News and World Report awards than any other brand in the last decade. And now you can add another one to the list, being named the best car brand of 2022. Come get your Honda today at Louisiana's #1 Honda dealer, Team Honda on Siega Lane.
Visit Treads & Care Tire Company's new location on Hooper Road in Central. Locally owned for over 50 years, Treads & Care is known for quality automotive repair and top-notch customer service.
I'd like to invite you to come out and see us at our new location in Central.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling.
Hello and welcome as we start today's edition of the Clarence Bug Show. Here's hoping all is well with you and yours in your world as we get ready for the next anticipated round of potentially severe weather. Reading from the website of the News 2 ABC affiliate in Baton Rouge, WBRZ. Strong storms, heavy rain, possible between especially the hours of dawn and dusk, but 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Wind gusts over 30 miles an hour are possible regardless of thunderstorms, and obviously they advise that you tie down loose objects in your yard. Flood watch. Downpours could lead to street and poor drainage flooding. You're advised, obviously, to be weather aware. Have a way to receive alerts on your mobile devices as you go throughout the course of the day. The forecast tonight and tomorrow. Clouds will increase with a couple of showers possible by daybreak. It will be breezy with southeast winds at 15 to 20 and higher gusts available. Winds will stay elevated throughout Tuesday regardless of the thunderstorms. You can expect winds out of the south anywhere from 20 to 25 miles an hour, gusts possible as high as 60 miles an hour. And while clouds will dominate, there will be some breaks possibly early, and any sunshine will then obviously bring our temperatures higher. And unfortunately, that adds more ingredients into the mix that already favors strong thunderstorms. A distinct possibility, hail up to an inch in diameter. That's roughly the size of a quarter. But if you've ever been through hail that size, you know the damage that it can do. Not to mention sporadic tornadic activity. If memory serves correct, as I headed out of the home this morning, heading in for today's show, there were confirmed reports of anywhere from 7 to 10 tornadoes in eastern Texas as the same system left Texas and started working its way into our part of the world. Obviously, staying advised and having a game plan are the operative phrases for today. Know where that innermost room is in your home. If it happens to be a closet, make sure that you have ample time to clear out a safe space for you and those that reside there. Sofa cushions, pillows, things of that nature to protect the head, children, things of that nature, and of course, be on the lookout for flooding. Most of you, I would venture a guess, already know the areas where every time we get a downpour, water starts to back up. This is not our first rodeo, y'all. We're all aware of this. We know how this works by now. And you've heard it, God knows how many times. If you think for 1 second there's standing water that you're about to drive through, turn around. Don't drown. The very last time we had an inordinate amount of rain in a short period of time, we lost some lives. And of all the places, you would think Louisiana would know better than most, because we go through it on a regularly occurring basis. File that information away. Use it as a part of your, quote, game plan for the next time something like this happens. Get your apps ready. Keep the phone charged. If you have the portable chargers, go ahead now. Put them on. Actually, you're a little bit late, but better late than never, as the old adage goes, because along with these winds, hail, thunderstorms, lots of lightning included as well, and you know that also means there is the distinct possibility that there could be some widespread power outages as well. And that also brings along a whole nother set of concerns in that regard. Those of you that have the whole house standby generators, if you do your due diligence, routine maintenance, shouldn't be a problem. Those of us, on the other hand, that rely on portable generators, well, that's a little bit of a different scenario. We all know by now, I am sure, that you, after you got the smoke, the generator, you went out and said, okay, I got to go and spend a few extra dollars, get a smoke detector. While I'm spending that few extra dollars, I need to go ahead and get a carbon monoxide detector, because those things put out ungodly amounts of carbon dioxide, and you don't want that stuff getting in the home unless your home is protected. It's, again, y'all, not our first rodeo. I wish I could say it's the last, but I respect you too much to sit here and lie to your face. It's not going to be the last time that we find ourselves going through this. So, word to the wise is supposed to be sufficient. Make sure all those little ducks are in a row. You've already made arrangements for the kiddos with school. You already know what offices, governmental and the like, will be closed today. So there's that much less that you have to worry about. Hopefully, the forecast will hold true that this thing will blow through relatively quickly. Now, that's easy for me to say. For folks that went through tornadoes last night in Texas, they might have a little bit of a different opinion. And conventional wisdom and life experience says, with the prevailing patterns typically running west to east, if we saw some in Texas, in all likelihood, we will see some here in Louisiana, particularly if we get a break in the clouds, temperature goes up. You already know what happens. Warm air meets moist air. The two just don't get along. It would be ideal if we could, use the, Marty, what's the guy's name? I'm drawing a blank. Can we all just get along? Who? Rodney King. In an ideal world, we would tell the warm weather and the cool weather, can't we all just get along? And they'd go, okay, and everything would be fine. But as you well know, our world is not ideal. And it's times like these where the ounce of prevention can certainly be worth a heck of a whole lot more than the pound of cure. Just saying. So at any moment now, you can expect this to start ramping up. It comes with the territory. And hopefully, again, it will blow right in and blow right out and will end up being none the worse for wear. It is, of course, Tuesday, and with it being the second segment of today's edition of the Clarence Bug Show, it means it's time for another illustrious edition. If by chance you just happen to stumble across the show, new to the area, new to the station, and you're wondering what I'm talking about, in response to the ever-growing level of stupid in this country, we've instituted a new segment that we bring to you weekly, just to keep you aware of how stupid some folks are that are walking around among us, and not just walking around among us. A lot of these folks are making important decisions that affect you, your children, and your community. Imagine that. Oh, maybe that's why Clarence is always telling us not only do we need to vote, but we need to make an informed vote. Now, I know you may be slow, but you get there eventually. Eventually, you get there. First break. We're a little early. Let's go ahead and get this one out of the way. We'll come back and talk more with you right where you've got it on today's edition of the Clarence Bug Show, only on the Pelican. Stay close.
Hi, I'm Bobby Yarborough with Mandafine Meats. Here at Manda, we know what the folks of South Louisiana love. They love great flavored smoked sausage, delicious deli meats, and specialty items like boudin and andouille sausage. Mandafine Meats has been providing these products since 1947. We produce them right here in Baton Rouge, so you know you're always getting the freshest product at your local grocery store. Mandafine Meats. Taste the fresh local flavor in everything we make. Make it Manda every time.
Bolello's Furniture and Appliances, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Whirlpool savings. Shop now and save on Whirlpool appliances throughout the store. Plus, experience our price match guarantee and ask about special financing.
You can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day.
Bolello's Furniture and Appliances, your dependable independent with nationwide buying power.
I owed the IRS $10,000.
The IRS garnished my wages.
They put a lien on my house.
I'm self-employed and didn't report all my income. They claim I owe a lot more than I do.
The IRS is the most powerful collection agency in the world. They do not give up until you pay.
I couldn't sleep. We were being audited. I called Tax Solutions Now, and a great big weight was lifted off my shoulders.
I called Tax Solutions Now, and they got the IRS off my back.
Tax Solutions Now had my wage garnishment lifted in 48 hours.
Tax Solutions Now can get you help. Our agents know the rules, can stop the pain, and get you the best deal.
Tax Solutions Now saved my business.
I qualified for the Fresh Start program. I paid less than I owed.
We connect you with a team of former IRS agents and tax professionals who get the IRS off your back. Time is running out. Call Tax Solutions now.
Call 800-778-4345. 800-778-4345.
The Mazda CX-30, named an IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus. Perfect for the journey ahead.
Start your journey in a new Mazda CX-30. Right here at Team Mazda on Airline.
Hi, gang. Clarence Bugs here, inviting you to come by Old School Barbecue, 10655 Coursey Boulevard, where we tape the show live every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 11 o'clock. Come by and feast on news, sports, current events, love of God and country, and lots of common sense, along with some of the best barbecue anywhere on the planet. 10655 Coursey Boulevard, Old School Barbecue, home of the Clarence Bug Show.
Live and play on the fairway at Greystone Golf and Country Club, a serene, challenging golf destination located in Denham Springs. For tee times and membership opportunities, go to GreystoneCountryClub.com.
today's edition of the Clarence Bug Show. It is Tuesday, second segment, which means it's time for another illustrious edition of Now That's Just Stupid. You'll notice the spelling, however, not your traditional S-T-U-P-I-D, garden variety, everyday, run-the-mill, stupid. The stupid we're talking about here deserves its own spelling. Hence, S-T-O-O-P-I-D, as in, now that's just stupid. We start in Tangipahoa, Louisiana. Nothing against my dear friends in Hammond. Went to school with some great folks there. Still work occasionally with some folks there. However, the Tangipahoa Parish Sheriff's Office carried out an arrest warrant on a woman there who was suspected of selling drugs, illegal drugs. So the deputies show up at the home of 45-year-old Anna Nucio, N-U-C-C-I-O, Nucio. They served the warrant at the home on Holland Road in Ponchatoula. While speaking to a man at the front door, deputies noticed this 45-year-old woman trying to sneak out the back door. So, of course, they take her into custody, end up finding drugs and paraphernalia scattered all through the home. Good so far? That's what I thought. So they make the arrest, and a short time later, they receive a tip that some folks have shown up at the house that y'all just raided, and they are stealing stuff from inside the house. 3 subjects, allegedly, forced their way into the home and were taking things out of the home. All 3 allegedly in possession of stolen drugs and likewise now in custody. In total, 9 people arrested for burglarizing the drug dealer's house right after the popo showed up to carry out the execution of the warrant. Now, listen, y'all. I have never, ever in my life, nor will I ever in my life, claim to be the brightest freaking bulb in the chandelier. You never hear me say that. Matter of fact, what you will hear me say is someone who claims that, one or two things is about to happen. Either their light bulb is already burnt out or it's getting ready to burn out. But these clowns apparently never took the time to think, okay, they're the police. They've carried out an investigation. They've executed a warrant. They're probably, I'm just making a wild guess, they're probably going to be watching the house for at least a little while. 9 people. Now, from a law enforcement standpoint, that's a pretty good ROI. Call that return on investment. Went there to get 1, come away with 9. 1 for 9 ain't bad, y'all. That ain't bad at all. Really, y'all? You gonna burglarize the house that the popo just left. Now, y'all know I back the blue. You know I do. There's never been any question about that whatsoever. None. However, somebody out of that 9 that y'all arrested, y'all need to do a little more extensive interview with those folk, because you came and executed the warrant, left, and these other clowns showed up and knew exactly where to go to find some more drugs. Something not quite right in all of this. Just saying. Just saying. So what you in for, bro? Oh, burglary. Burglary, how'd you get caught? Oh, the popo was already there. Well, I mean, they had just left. Y'all didn't check to be sure they were gone? Well, we thought they were gone, but they popped back up again. You know, the police, they sneaky. And just imagine if we didn't have Florida Man, we'd be out there all by our little old lonesome. Thank God for you, Florida Man. Because if it wasn't for Florida Man, we might be out there by ourselves. Well, maybe with a few folk from Arkansas. Nothing against Arkansas. Like the Razorbacks. Put them on a pit. I can stomach them. Yeah. But just saying, y'all. Just saying. Secondly, this past weekend was not just stupid, but it was insulting to the tens, if not hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of American female athletes who have accomplished or tried to accomplish anything in their respective sports. For the NCAA to allow a guy to compete in the national championships of swimming, in women's swimming, is despicable. As a matter of fact, NBC Sports published an op-ed piece yesterday comparing Leah Thomas, bruh, the dude, comparing him, wait for it, to Jackie Robinson. They compared Leah Thomas to Jackie Robinson. Do you have any idea at all how insensitive, how insulting, how denigrating, how pathetic it is to draw an analogy of that sort? You know, I have shared with you before, growing up in a military household as a baby boomer, you had pretty much one of two individuals you looked to on the national stage to get some guidance on where you thought this country was heading and what you thought black people should do. It was pretty much either Martin Luther King Jr. or Malcolm X. Now, growing up in a military household, I think you know which one automatically we leaned toward. I'll give you a hint. It wasn't Malcolm. But I got to tell you, in recent memory, after delving deeper into some of his writings, when Malcolm X said the greatest enemy to this country and the biggest threat to the black man in America is the white liberal, he knew exactly what he was talking about. These people, and yeah, I said it, these people had no problem sticking a freaking dude in the pool with women, awarding him for his obvious physical dominance. And then to add insult to injury, you're going to try to play the freaking race card. You see what these people truly think about you? Do you see just exactly how much disdain they have for you and for women? And you know what's ironic? These same people, liberals, these same people, progressives, these same people, the social justice warriors, will have you believe they're looking out for your best interests. Funny how that works out, isn't it? Dude, when he was swimming as a dude, was ranked like 468 in the country. He switches, because he's now a woman, and he wins national championships out the wazoo. But according to NBC Sports, that doesn't show that there's a clear advantage. Bruh, you a dude, hoss. Always have been, always will be. I don't care what you cut off. You still a dude, bruh. I don't care how much makeup you put on. You a dude, bruh. I don't care how many press conferences you hold. You a dude, bruh. Don't get me started on that, Marty. I don't care how big your breast implants or your butt implants gonna end up being. You a dude, bruh. Pure and simple. You a dude. And you know, it wouldn't be so bad if you wanted to run around pretending you a woman. Well, go ahead, have at it, bro. That's your thing, you know. The Isley Brothers had a hit record back in the 60s, said, it's your thing. Do what you want to do. Not your thing, it's your thing. There's a difference. There's a distinct difference between your thing and your thing. It's your thing. Do what you want to do. I can't tell you who to sock it to. You know the lyrics. But for you to get your butt on national television and then gonna try to force or cancel me because I'm gonna say, bruh, you a dude. You and the horse you rode in here on, because I ain't the one. I ain't the one, bruh. I'm gonna tell you just like it is every freaking time I see you. And personally, I don't care whether you like it or not, because it's the truth. Now, if you can't handle what you hear me say, your problem is not with me, Captain. Your problem is with the truth. And that, my friends, is a whole different show for a whole different day. Also known as, you just stupid. A dude. The women's champ. That's about as stupid as you can get. Huh. And y'all still voting Democrat, huh? You slow, but eventually, hopefully, you'll get there. Bottom of the hour break. When we come back, I've been waiting on this one. Oh, I've been waiting on this one since last week. I'll give you a hint. Well, looky here. That's next when we continue today's edition of the Clarence Bug Show, only on the Pelican. Stay close.
Got termites? Get Premier Pest. PremierPestServices.com.
Driver assistance technology comes standard on every Camry model as part of Toyota Safety Sense, setting the standard for safety every time you're on the road, no matter the destination. Save on your Camry today at Team Toyota, I-12 at O'Neill.
Hi, I'm Katie, Operation Manager here at Old School Barbecue. We're excited about all of the changes here at Old School, and we'd like to invite everyone to come out and enjoy some delicious barbecue at Old School prices. We feature brisket, chicken, ribs, sausage, and the Boss Hog pulled pork sandwich voted best deal in town. We also have live music Friday and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. 10655 Coursey Boulevard. We can't wait to see you.
Hello guys, it's Debbie. It's time. I've got a brand new location. 10510 Airline Highway, Baton Rouge, next to After 5 Tuxedos. We have the perfect spot to get all your wedding and formal wear needs. Come see our one-of-a-kind name brand and get great prices. With 30 years experience, the best customer service anywhere. It's Debbie's Bridal, Airline Highway, Baton Rouge. See you soon.
Hi, I am Dr. Farrell Freejay Jr., and I am a general dentist at Freejay Family Dentistry. I was born and raised in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I went to Catholic High School, LSU, and LSU School of Dentistry in New Orleans, where I received my DDS degree in 1986. I always have and will continue to be committed to continuing my education, to invest in technology which makes the diagnosis and delivery of dentistry more thorough, more comfortable, and more aesthetically pleasing. In our practice, we are here to serve the patients. We want to improve their quality of life and to develop relationships with our patients. In dentistry, we have a chance to impact lives on a daily basis, not just by doing dentistry, but by getting to know them and being a part of their life. We also believe in giving back to our community. So every year, we give back to the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank, Toys for Tots, and Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center. Please stop by and visit our office. We would love to take care of you and your family.
Hi, I'm Hurricane Betsy Barnes.
And I'm Dr. Kay Siller with The Rocket Right Show.
We are two busy blondes on the go showing off life in Louisiana.
Watch us on Pelican Sports Network.
And Talk 107.3 FM. Check local listings for times.
Caught spiders? Premier Pest Services.
Welcome back to today's edition of the Clarence Bug Show. It is time for what we may well end up having to turn into a regular segment under the mantra of, well, looky here. Did you notice last week the New York Times, the quote, paper of record, meaning if we say it, you can put it on the record because it's the God honest truth. Last week, buried in paragraph 24 of a story, the New York Times acknowledged that the Hunter Biden laptop is real, and they have officially now authenticated the emails. Well, looky here. The newspaper of record, after 18 months or so, has finally come to realize what half of the country already knew a long time ago. So once again, Donald J. Trump was right. The New York Times went out of their way, and they are in no way, shape, or form in this all by their lonesome. When the Washington Post first broke the story, remember what they did? They canceled them. Twitter, Facebook, through a major newspaper, off social media. If you tried to say the words Hunter Biden laptop, they threw you off too. The mainstream media refused to run the story. What they did, in essence, was meddle, M-E-D-D, not T-T, with the election. Polls were conducted after the election asking Democrats, if you had known about this story before the election, would you still have voted the same way? A sizable percentage said not just no, oh hell no. There's no way I would have voted for this clown. Of course now, these are the same people, y'all, that spent all this time saying Leslie Stahl, 60 Minutes, the Hillary Clinton campaign didn't spy on Donald Trump. There's no evidence that he spied, that the campaign spied on Trump. Well, now we know that was a lie too. Starting to see a little bit of a pattern here? No, I'm getting a headache. Or are you just getting a headache? Good one, bro. Good one, Marty. Meanwhile, Twitter, Facebook, they're not coming out and saying, to our dear and valued customers, our fellow Americans, we have an apology we'd like to make for treating y'all like dogs. We now understand full well the ramifications of free speech. What we did was wrong, and we give you our word that it will never happen again. You know why you hadn't heard that? Because they all in on it. ABC, NBC, CBS, MSLSD, CNN, LOL, Associated Press, AP, also known as Always Propaganda, they're all in on it. And of course, these are the same folk that coined the phrase Russian disinformation. Matter of fact, to prove it to you, what'd they do? They came up with a letter signed by 51 former top intelligence agency heads. that said this has all the hallmarks of Russian disinformation. So the Washington Post, after the story broke from the New York Times, the paper of record, went down the list and started calling all 51 of these intelligence experts to ask them, yeah, bruh, about that letter you signed to hoodwink the American people last year. Out of the 51 that they called, 3 of them took the call. None of them had a thing to say about, yeah, I guess we were wrong on this one. Of course now, I would think you're used to that by now. They lied to you after all about the situation at the southern border. Ain't no problem, it's a challenge. I would think you used to them folk lying to you about now. I mean, after all, the supply chain crisis, there's no crisis, it's a challenge. I would think you'd be used to these folk lying to you by now because AOC told you, well, don't get caught up in this unnecessary hysteria about crime being out of control, even though in 15 major metros in the United States of America, we're at all-time record levels of homicide. I would think you'd be used to these people lying to you by now. I mean, after all, they told you, get the jab, can't catch it, won't spread it. And of course, we all now know, yep, another lie. Should we continue, or are you starting to see the picture here? Do we need to continue, or are you starting to get the message? And yet, some of y'all, when you get home today, you might get home a little early because of the weather. You're going to reach for that remote and you're going to go right back to worshiping at the altar of the mainstream media after they lie. I had a buddy once growing up. You ever had one of these, Marty? A buddy that would seek you out to tell you a lie. You ever known somebody like that? Me too. Matter of fact, this guy was so proficient at seeking out people to tell them whoppers, not just regular lies. I'm talking Moby Dick kind of lies. We nicknamed him Sir Lie-A-Lot. I'm going to have to pull that one out of retirement. Because NBC, ABC, CBS, CNN LOL, MSLSD, well, can't be sexist these days, so I guess it would be Sir and Lass Lie-A-Lot, not LASTLASS. Sir and Lass Lie-A-Lot. Y'all still hadn't figured it out yet? They told you it was Russia collusion, only to find out it was Russia collusion, all right. Hillary Clinton's campaign using the fake banner of Russia collusion to influence your vote. Oh, it was collusion, all right. As somebody who loves this country dearly and understands the importance of a free press, to watch how these people treat you is despicable. But what hurts even more is that apparently you think there's some magic potion out there that will make them stop their incessant lying. Now that I think about it. Oh, I was about to say going to vote, but we've been dominioned once, so you know the rest. Looky here what else we found out. Stay tuned, because you can pretty much bet the last thing they told you is a lie too. Just stay abreast. It'll come out. And remember, your buddy Clarence told you. Final break of today's show. We'll get it done, put that big old pretty bow on this puppy, and wrap up today's edition of the Clarence Bug Show, only on the Pelican. Stay close.
You can't smell it, but you can almost taste it. And whether it's for a family get-together or a game day feast, having Manda in the mix always sounds good. For 3 generations, their quality meats and original seasonings have made Manda a Louisiana legend and made their family sausage Louisiana's family sausage. Mandafine Meats, the flavor says it all.
Treads & Care Tire Company announces its new location on Hooper Road in Central. Locally owned for 50 years, Treads & Care is known for quality automotive repair with top-notch customer service. Treads & Care offers the convenience of shuttle service and pickup and delivery of your vehicle. You can also enjoy the comfortable customer area, complete with workstations, high-speed internet, and a complimentary coffee bar.
I'd like to invite you to come out and see us at our new location in Central.
Treads & Care, the tires you need and the service you want.
Live and play on the fairway at Greystone Golf and Country Club, a serene, challenging golf destination located in Denham Springs. For tee times and membership opportunities, go to GreystonecountryClub.com.
Tremonti's has meat. Tremonti's has seafood. Tremonti's has much more. Tailgating and home gating platters. Huge wine and liquor selection. Beer and all the spices you need. Chairman Reserve and Wagyu meats. Ribeye rolls, shrimp rolls, kebabs. 20 flavors of sausage for the grill. Daily lunch specials and game processing. On-site catering also available. Good meat ain't cheap and cheap meat ain't good. Visit Tremonti's.com.
Sometimes life is wonderful, and sometimes it's not. Cherish the good, but always be prepared for life's challenges. At Private Healthcare, we provide the peace of mind you deserve. With Private Healthcare, you'll get the coverage you want and healthcare you need. If your employer doesn't supply healthcare coverage and you don't qualify for Medicare or Medicaid, you need to give us a call right now. Private Healthcare is private health insurance for ages 65 and under with medical, dental, vision, and even prescription coverage. When life comes at you unexpectedly, you need to be ready. And health insurance is your financial safety net. Health insurance has never been so easy and affordable. If you're looking for health coverage at the best price and your annual household income is $35,000 or more, call the number on the screen now and speak with a live healthcare consultant. Don't wait. Get the coverage you need now.
Welcome back to the final segment of today's edition of the Clarence Bug Show. In the last commercial break, I went back and dug this stuff up for you. And the 51, quote, intelligence experts that all signed this letter to convince you that the laptop from hell was Russian disinformation. Mike Hayden, former CIA director, now an analyst for, guess who? CNN, didn't respond. Jim Clapper, former director of national intelligence, now working also for, guess who? CNN, said the following: I stand by the statement made at the time and would call attention to the fifth paragraph. I think sounding such a cautionary note at the time was appropriate. Had you done a little digging, however, you'd have found out it wasn't. But that's neither here nor there. Leon Panetta, former CIA director, declined comment. John Brennan, former CIA director, now an analyst for NBC and MSLSD, didn't respond. Thomas Finger, now teaches at Stanford University, didn't respond. Rick Leggett, former National Security Agency director, didn't respond. John McLaughlin, former CIA acting director, now teaches at Johns Hopkins University, didn't respond. Michael Morrell, former acting CIA director, didn't respond. Mike Vickers didn't respond. Doug Weiss didn't respond. Nick Rasmussen, former Counterterrorism Center director, didn't respond. Starting to see a little bit of a pattern here. It continues. Didn't respond, didn't respond, didn't respond, didn't respond. Here's a good one. David Preece, former CIA analyst and manager, quote, "Thank you for reaching out. I have no comment at this time." Pam Priscilli didn't respond. Mark Papadopoulos didn't respond. Chris Salvos didn't respond. John Tullius didn't respond, didn't respond, didn't respond, didn't respond, all the way down the freaking list. And the scary thing is, just imagine if this had not been found out. Just imagine for a moment, if you will, that they were able to shove the story completely out of your prying eyes. Just imagine if we would have allowed these people to kick you off of Twitter, kick you off Facebook, kick you off Instagram, hide the story from the mainstream media, from the prying eyes of the American public. Oh, wait, that is what they did. Just imagine how violated the American public would feel. But the good news is, the really good news here is that Joe Biden has promised us this will be the most transparent administration in history. Listen, y'all, I will be the first to admit it's been a mighty long time since yours truly has sat down with scholars in a structured educational setting. It's been a long time since I've been in a classroom. All right, got a quiz today. You know, I told you to read 3 chapters last night. We're getting ready to see how many of y'all did it. It's been a while. And I know I probably missed a lot of stuff because of that. But my gut tells me, and I've learned, God knows, to trust it over the years, my gut tells me transparent and murky are not the same thing. Like I said, maybe I missed it. Maybe some brighter mind in the cosmos than mine decided, actually, transparent and murky are about the same. And we have how much more of this crap to go through? How much more of this do we still have to go through? It's really going to be interesting to watch the midterms and the next national election, just to see how many of my fellow Americans will have the guts to wag their finger and say never again. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I ain't gonna be shamed but once. Oh yeah, you gotta wag the finger. Yeah, like that. I ain't gonna tell you what finger. You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. This stuff amounts to a criminal enterprise. Spying on the White House internet traffic. Walking it across the hall to the intelligence agencies and saying, yeah, hi, how y'all doing? I'm just a regular Joe, and I got some stuff here I think y'all might need to take a look at. Oh, okay, thank you. All right, y'all take care. Never once did he mention, I'm a private citizen who works for the Hillary Clinton campaign, and we made up some stuff since we couldn't find any, and now we want you to take it and get an illegal warrant to surveil people. Can't make it up. You can't make it up. But you can vote it out. My time's up, and I gotta go. But this state, just like any other, maybe more so than any, I give it to you. Oh yeah, you're right. America, we ain't perfect. But for this old boy's money, it's the best there is, and God knows there's no place else on his green earth that I'd rather be. Speaking of the good Lord, you realize he loves you, right? And I hope you know that I do too. Best news you gonna get all day, son. There ain't a doggone thing you can do about either one. Stay abreast of the weather. Let's take care of each other. We'll see you tomorrow. God bless.